All right, let me show everybody how to count to 12 here. For the people who understand the jargon, you're gonna have a shot, but if not, I just wanted to put it out there. Okay, this is a box. It has 12, or a cube. It has 12 lines. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then on the bottom 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so 12 lines minus 0 equals 1 box. Okay, so this is one box. And what is this? 12 lines minus 0. Okay, what is 2? The inside of the box, and then the outside. Those are the two sides. And in the astrology, exotic astrology, that would align with red and black colors. 3 lines make a one corner. So in three dimensions, here in 2 dimensions, 1, 2, that make a corner. But in 3, it's 1, 2, and then the third. So if you look, you know, every corner is there's 8 corners, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and they're formed by when 3 lines come together. So that's 3 right there. 12, 1 box, 2 in and out, 3 is 3 corners, 3 lines make a corner. Okay, 4 corners to a side. We're gonna skip 5 and 7 for now, but 6 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the one underneath. 8 corners, like we already said. Okay, so 9, 10, and 11. 9, 10, and 11 you can't count up to, you have to subtract. So 12 minus one of the corners, and a corner is 3 lines. So 12 minus 1 corner equals 9. Okay, and how do you minus a corner? I'll show you here. Here's a corner here. 1, 2, it's a very dirty corner. Sorry about that. I ain't cleaned it in a while. All right, so if I stand in the corner here, then I'll be covering the corner. I'll be hiding 1, 2, and 3. I'll be hiding the corner. So if you stand in a corner, the up one's still there above me. I can still look up and see the corner. I can still look up and see the corner. So how do you hide 3? How do you minus 3 from 12? You stand in a corner. And then you're gonna be able to see every line except for the 3 that meet here. Okay, so that's 9. So let's go to 10. So what is 10? So 10 is 12 minus 1 side. And what is a side? 1 side here. Okay. 12 minus 1 side, and how does that give us 10? Because how does that give us 10? Oh, okay. There's 6 sides. There's 6 sides, like we said. I didn't write this correlation in there, but let me see if I can get to it. The way you do it, the way you minus 2 from 12 is to take away one of the faces. So there's 6 face sides, and how you do that is if you just set it on the bottom. So when you set the box on the bottom, you can see everything but the 1 side that's on the bottom. Okay. That 1 side has an inside and an outside to it. But I didn't write it down. I can't make the connection. But so there's 6 sides and 12 houses in astrology. So if you take away one of, so each side is 2 houses, right? So if you take away one of the sides, then you're going to be taking away 2 houses. And so I didn't write that down, but 10 minus one side is how you get, 12 minus one side is how you get 10. I'll just move on. That's not a really good example there, but so 12 minus, how you get 11 is 12 minus one line, and that equals 11. And the one line is the rising sign. So the one thing that can only be one and cannot be the other 11 is the rising sign, your body. So, okay, now let's go to 5. Okay, now in order to get 5, you got to get 7. And so what is 7? 7 is right here. If you draw the box here, you can see that it forms 7 shapes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So those are that's the 7 shapes that I call them 7 regions, or the 7 shapes. And of these 7, that's a square. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a square. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 squares, and only this triangle here and this triangle here. So 7 shapes minus the 2 triangles equals 5. So there's 5 squares out of all the shapes that you can rest in. I guess I was playing because with the idea that these were on the ends because they might be vortex. You know, you can't rest in the triangle if energy just goes in and out here. I don't know about that though, but that's how it seemed. Okay, that's it. So keep in mind that one dimension, it just means that you form a corner with one line. 2 dimensions forms a corner with 2 lines. 3 dimensions forms a corner with 3 lines. So the 4th dimension is going to form a corner with 4 lines. And how would you do that? So that's more later for that. And who knows, who knows about that. So here you go. 1 through 12. 1 bowl, 1 box, 2 sides, in and out. 3 corners, 3 lines form 1 corner. 4 corners to a side. 5 digraphical shapes. Diabolical is the right word, but y'all ain't gonna understand that. But not even a bad, but it's really a diagram based on a hyperbolic formula, so it's diabolical nonetheless. A graphical 5 squares here, as we shown earlier. Diabolical is the right word, but I doubt anybody's gonna have the brain power to understand that. Nonetheless. So 6 sides to the box. 7 shapes here in the diagram. 5 of the shapes are squares minus the 2, which is another shadow 2. 8 corners, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you get into the 9, 10, and 11. And so the 9 is when you stand in a corner, that minus is 3 lines. The 10, excuse me, is when you set the box down, you lose a side. So that's 2 face cards make 1 side. And the 11 is the rising sign. The way you have the 1 box is you have to spin it. And that's how you get the 4th dimension. I think the 4th dimension is a straight line up, like a flower, like going up, like you have the stem. Here's the stem of the flower going up, and then you have the cube on the top, the box, and it's spinning. It has to spin in order to diagram all of the possible angles that it could be at until this square can make a perfect circle. That's what, by forming all the vertices and that being tracked right there, all the possible vertices, this way and this way. I don't want to spill what's in the box, but this way and this way. Excuse me. I shouldn't be talking this much. That's why I'm realizing my tone is changing, and I'm trying to bring my tone down, but it's just indicative that I shouldn't be talking this much. So here's enough. Okay, thank you. Mr. Ludovici, peace.